Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. You like my beard? Not too shabby. Anyways, some new information has recently surfaced about James Gunn. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know about what happened to James Gunn recently, um, he got caught posting thousands of really sick, disgusting jokes on Twitter about pedophilia and kids and all this really weird stuff. I mean, there's really no defense of it. Well, the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy wrote a really nice letter defending him, saying that even though he wrote some really gross stuff, he's not like, a pedophile or like a bad guy. And then they all signed it. And then independently, Dave Bautista, as well as some of the other cast members, have been basically blaming the fans and people that, were weirded out and grossed out by these jokes for James Gunn being fired by Disney. So there's kind of been like this online petition to try to get James Gunn rehired by Disney. And personally, I was like, it's impossible for Disney to hire him back because what if something even worse surfaces like pictures or an accuser, and lo and behold, pictures have emerged. There are pictures of James Gunn dressed up as a priest at a costume party with women that are dressed up like little girls. And I'll post these pictures so you can see them for yourself. Look, I believe barely anything that I hear, but basically nothing I hear and only half of what I see. But what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. And there's no way he's ever going to get hired by Disney now. And for the cast to immediately jump to his defense without taking a step back and just thinking to themselves, look, I like the guy, but how much do I really know about him? And what if something does come to light that's really damaging? Then it's going to make all of us look really bad for defending the guy. So here are the pictures. He's at like a costume party type of thing. Now we all know that there's a stigma with priests and, touching kids. And so he's dressed up like this, like a priest, which, if you're Catholic, it's not funny because it's kind of anti-Catholic. But anyway, and the girls are dressed up like, prepubescent little girls, like, 4 or 5-year-old girls. They have like, little doll and bottle and all that stuff. And I mean, when you take those pictures and then you put them with all the thousands of gross just statements and jokes that he's made on social media, I mean, I don't know. I would suspect that probably we're not going to really hear anything more about him from the Guardians of the Galaxy cast because of this, because it just came to light. You're going to see it everywhere within 48 hours. And I don't know. It's just really sad because this is a guy who had the industry by the balls, right? He had a fantastic franchise. He's a great writer. He's a good director. Guardians of the Galaxy was really good, and then Volume 2 was awesome. It's like one of probably my top 20 movies that I've seen over the last 20 years. It's really, really good film. And Volume 3 was going to be probably even better, and it was going to kind of be like the bookend of the trilogy, really wrap it up beautifully. And for a person to just throw it all away over something so stupid like that, I mean, you can't get around it. This is sick, weird stuff. And this is only stuff that we've discovered. I mean, who knows if there's stuff that's like really bad, even worse than this. But anyway, look, I like his work, but just because you're really good at something doesn't give you a pass at doing gross stuff like this, or and I think as a society we can all agree that stuff with little kids is not okay, and it's never going to be okay. So anyways, as a fan, former fan of his, it's really sad to have to come to that realization that this guy was freaking weird. He was a creep. And there's no way that I'm ever going to bring my family to see one of his films again. But it is what it is. Let me know what you think about it. What is your take on these photos? Do you think it's really as bad as how it looks? Anyways, comment below. Let me know. If you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.